So, Chapter 2 of Gibbons discusses creating context for language learning. So here, I wanted to point out some of the key things that I thought were really important. So learners need to understand what is said to them and what they read. So as teachers, we need to make sure that we are offering multiple ways of explaining things, and we don't rush through explaining things so that our English learners aren't lost and confused during discussion and in class time. Moreover, learners need to use the new language themselves. So here in this part of the chapter, there are various different activities and games that are offered, such as barrier games, find the difference, etc. that are, you can see here, that we'll be covering more in the next chapter and future chapters. And also, learners need opportunities to use stretched language. So to think about this more deeply, like if you're going to another country and you're not really as familiar with the language, having to find the words to communicate and be able to speak in that language, it's like you're struggling with that language essentially. That's your stretched language. So this past summer I had firsthand experience with this. I'm not very fluent in Spanish, although I do understand some basics, and I traveled to South America, and everyone is obviously fluent in Spanish there, specifically Chile and Peru were the countries that I visited, and I had to use stretched language all the time because I was trying to find the words to communicate with native Spanish speakers there. So moments of struggle can be significant moments in language learning for our EL students. And here specifically, here are some ideas to help provide a supportive context in which students feel able to take risks with language. So what I thought was very important in this section was these two bullets that I highlighted specifically. Encourage students to go beyond what is easy and familiar and take risks with their language use, but don't allow a student to struggle to the point of giving up, becoming embarrassed, or losing confidence, and do ensure that the student is in a supportive environment, for example, working with a friendship or friendship group. So I feel like this is very important. Like, we need to make sure that our students are able to struggle, but in a good way. We don't want them to struggle so much that they are embarrassed, and we don't want them to lose that confidence, and which might prevent them from taking risks and struggling with the language in the future. And moreover, learners need opportunities to build on the resources of their mother tongue. So their first language shouldn't be completely excluded from the curriculum. We should, any chance we get, we should try to incorporate both their mother tongue as well as English, in order to also emphasize the importance of bilingualism as well. Moreover, we should use a dialogic approach when working with English learners as well. And we must also, down here, it talks about, slowing down the dialogue, as well as using message abundancy, so providing students with multiple different ways of doing things and saying things so that they're able to understand better. As the text says right here, message abundancy gives the listener more than one bite of the apple. Thank you.